3.
Welcome to our 2024 Rise Up Convention in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is our second annual convention, and it is a global convention, which means we have people flying in from everywhere. You get to see all the energy and be surrounded by all the excited people who are learning together.
But why are we really here? It is about proactive wellness. It's about changing lives, and it's about having people impact and take accountability for their lives and become all it is that they can be.
I was so shy before I stepped into this industry.
I had recently retired.
Being in the direct sales industry and kind of being forced outside of my comfort zone has honestly caused so much personal growth in me.
It's a whole global business.
Through 3, I found a calling and a purpose.
For me, it's just being consistent. It's a very big thing. When you're in this business, you don't have a boss. So you have to be your own discipline. Every day when you get up and your feet hits the floor, you have to be proactive.
Bree is doing something that's never been done before. We're putting out demonstrative products that are changing people's lives, but financially, who's not looking to earn some extra income? I promise you, you're gonna wanna check it out.
We want to be healthy, we want to be happy, and we want to be in love.
Who wants a serum that provides instant results? Who would want a serum that can help you feel better? Introducing today, Visage Super Serum. Today is a historic day.
Hey guys, look, I had goals and dreams, and I had some tough things in my life. I'm okay, I need to come to this convention to make sure I can get something from this to help me blow that stuff up and like free my wife. And oh my gosh, did they deliver. The leadership, the change in the customer service, but the biggest thing, that new product that we got, are you kidding me?
This company is just so much easier to share. It's very clinically studied. I've just had a way easier time sharing these products than any products I've ever shared before. The leadership is by far better than I've ever had. My team is, I just feel like they're more my people, but I'm super excited.
Let's go do this together, because this is what I've done. This is an example. And you say, I don't have a story, I don't have a testimonial of what I've done. Great, borrow someone else's. When you leave here, you're gonna say, we're part of something special.
上次呢，我们在年会了，我们再见，谢谢。
Hello, everybody from around the world. This is Samson Lee coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Great to have everybody here. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So today we're going to have a fantastic time. We're going to showcase an opportunity that is blazing around the world. Now, you know, a little bit about my background. I've been a business owner for more than 35 years here in the good old United States in California. And, you know, I've done many things such as real estate. I've been in the retail business, having 3 furniture businesses. And also I've been a professional auctioneer. About 20 years ago, a friend told me something about e-commerce and doing global business. I really didn't have any idea. But you know what? I saw her took a business to 195 countries and territories. And I remember this 20 years ago. And that time I just thought, you know what? From a business point of view, I don't know any company that does business in so many countries. And that was the time I got into the industry where we're catching this trend that's happening. And you know what's another trend that just happened to us? You know, about 4 years ago? Yes, in 2020, we all know what happened, not only in the US, but around the world. And that's what's happening. People want to be healthier and have more energy, you know, to make a good living. And you know, it's sad to say today, you know, the economy is not doing very well, and not only the US, but around the world. So people are looking for opportunity. And I know that's why many of you are here, because maybe a friend of yours shared with you something that can possibly, you know, help you in whatever situation you're in. At the same time, there's many of us who started this business, and, you know, from our point of view, we had done very well in the industry. Like me, in the 20 years, I'm set for life. But there's something good here. where we need to share with more and more people, and that's why we're here now. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you some information. And like many years ago, somebody says, you know what, it's going to change your life. But at that time, I just didn't really understand it at all. But at least I was open-minded. Okay, so today we're going to talk about, as you heard in the video, a company called 3. And so sometimes in life, things happen, things come to us. I remember my dad saying, you know what, in life, you might only run into a good opportunity 2 or 3 times, and you got to treasure it. You got to know what it is. So, well, with 3, I believe it's really the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm going to tell you many, many reasons. Okay, at the end of the day, look, we are just regular people, and let me tell you, I've traveled to more than 40 countries around the world, not one time, over and over again. And people are just like you and me. We're no different. We just want a good life, and we want to take care of our family. And that's why in 3, we focus on, first, you got to love yourself. You got to take care of yourself, your health, because if you don't, it'll cost you and your family. So definitely love your family. And you know what? By coming together with like-minded individuals, we can build a community, a global community of people who are vibrant, who really have a purpose. So, our foundation, well, our foundation is based on a collaborative effort from a group of experienced international business builders. I was one of them. And there's a group of more than 40 people that came together and say they want to build something successful and build a huge business to help people around the world. And they're all multimillionaires. And in collaboration with another group, we came together and decided to start 3. And the company's headquartered in Lehi, Utah. We launched in May 2023. And already we have overseas office in Hong Kong and Indonesia. So, in business, one of the things I've found in business in my 35 years as a business owner is that it's not even the platform, but more important, the people that you work with that can help you. Because I think the secret is out. I remember when the internet got popular and YouTube and all that came on, like, people are selling success online and, sign up for my class and, I'll teach you how to be successful. Well, one step better than that is to learn from the people who have done it in a particular industry, and also who are open to teach you what they've done to get to where they are. And that's where, we are comprised of, 3 is comprised of a diverse global community of proven leaders. You know what leaders do? They know the way, and they go the way, and also show the way. And with that, we're blessed with a tremendous management team. Our CEO and founder, Mr. Daniel Piku, he is the American dream himself, from rags to riches. I mean, Daniel came from the poorest of situations, and it really made something of himself in business. And he's a multi-millionaire, and we work with him to found this company called 3. Along with him came Dr. Dan Gubler, who's our Chief Scientific Officer. Now, Dr. Dan's background is very impressive. He actually comes from a family of scientists. His grandfather was on a team that discovered vitamin B1 many years ago. And, Dr. Dan grew up in that environment, and himself, got his PhD in organic chemistry, got his training at one of the top scientific schools in the US at Caltech in Pasadena, California. He's a tenured professor at BYU, Hawaii. He's actually an award-winning scientist. And we're lucky to have him to steer us in terms of the science of where we're heading. And along with Daniel and Dr. Dan came Mr. Troy Moore, who is the Chief Operating Officer, and Troy has had background in running operations for billion-dollar companies. So now, what's this opportunity? He's like, Samson, okay, that all sounds good. The people sounds interesting, and yeah, you have a management team. So what's the opportunity? Well, our business model is called cross-border social e-commerce. Now, if you can imagine, most people are online. I was online recently, and I bought something on Instagram, and it it took 4 weeks to arrive, a little basketball made from foam so that my son can play it in the house, right, without making a lot of racket. Well, when I open the package, I see that, oh my gosh, it actually came from China, all the way from China to US. That's cross-border e-commerce. But yeah, a lot of people are doing that. But at the same time, in our business model, there's a social component to it because, have you ever thought about, how you share things with your friends and family? Like if you saw a good movie and you want to tell them about it, right? It's just normal part of life, sharing. And this is how our business model works, because through social network and because of the platform that's out there, such as Facebook or Instagram or WeChat and other apps that we keep in touch with each other, now the world is really, really knit close together. I mean, I remember a long time ago that there's something called like 6 degrees of separation, right? So that means through 6 people, you can know everybody in the world. Now, because the internet, some people saying it's 4 degrees of separation. So, but through relationships and trust, we can actually build a business, right? And in 3, it's incredible. I've never seen a company where from the very first day to embark on this cross-border social e-commerce, they start doing businesses in 14 countries right away. It's pretty amazing because, I mean, most companies, if they do import-export, if they do one country, it's a lot already. But our model is different. It's like company direct to consumer. So we don't have a middleman. We can go e-commerce right away. So our model it's not 50 or 60 years old. It's the year 2023 and 2024. Now, who's our target market? Our target market is number 1, people who want a business opportunity to work on their own time and space. How many people out there are battling like such thing as inflation, rising rent, right? Just a lot of pressure economically. I mean, everywhere in the world. At the same time, people getting more and more stressed. I know people who are working one job, they're a manager at a place, and they still need a second job, maybe a third job. A lot of people need opportunity. At the same time, there's a big business to be built out there, and we can help them. The second type of people are people who want to have a better health and wellness. And I think that's a huge trend, especially because the pandemic. A lot of people, they don't want to get sick. And what has changed? Well, I'm going to share with you a little bit later, because you don't want to wait till you get sick to get well. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and it's going to be, and you're not going to like it, right? So, I mean, like today, I just took my father who's been sick for like 3 weeks. It's tough, and he wished now he really, had stopped smoking earlier, for example. The third type of people, our target market are people who want to be connected with a like-minded community for global collaboration, elevation, and support. Now, what does this mean? Well, in life, and I have to point back to the pandemic, but afterwards, no. More than anything, people want to connect with people. They want to know that they're not alone in what's happening in the world. They want to know that, there is solution, there's hope, there are people doing it, making it. And maybe it's something for them, and coming together, we can definitely build a community of people who can work together to lift up each other and help each other to build a better life for ourselves and our family. So our approach to wellness is very important. That's where the science comes in. And let me point out, because the old paradigm, the old thinking is that, what? You get sick and then you go see a doctor. That's called reactive wellness, right? And I remember when I was young, I never go get a checkup because I'm perfectly healthy. But nowadays, people are very conscious about that. Well, the old thinking also say you are what you eat. Yeah, in part that's true, but it has changed. And I remember growing up, going to high school and college at that time, and they were saying, hey, you know what? Your DNA is the blueprint to your body. The DNA that you're born with, that's the life you're going to have, okay, physically, all right? But through the progression of science and technology, things have changed. The new paradigm is proactive wellness, where you should take care of yourself, or else it's going to cost you, cost your family. And It's funny because I remember, I've learned from many, many interesting people. One of the quotes I came upon as I, searched my own path to success was that a very wise man once said, it's interesting that man or woman sacrifice their health to work, to make money. But then at the end, they end up having to use their money to get back their health. So I thought that was very interesting because and that is the question now. I think a lot of people the last 4 years had to reprioritize their life, talking about, instead of work for a living, maybe, if we got to think if we're going to really work for a living or live to work, or which way is it? Are we supposed to work to live, or really live to work? Which one is it, right? So the new thinking is also you are what you absorb, because it's not only what you eat, it's what you can absorb. If you cannot absorb anything, it doesn't do you any good. Okay. It's just like down the toilet, it's like money down the toilet. So, and the newest, most, and it's, I guess, for me, it's like a tipping point of a big trend where people want to eat more healthy, more organic, and etc. To have better health. So the new paradigm is, there's actually a trend of curating, putting together phytonutrients from plants, from whole foods and plants. So, and the future of proactive wellness is actually epigenetics, how eating natural can actually activate certain genes in our DNA that can help us get a better life. And you get that through proper phytonutrition, absorption, lifestyle, environment, and that will determine your health and longevity. So aside from that, the trend, Dr. Dan, we have our scientific advisory board, and we have many, many esteemed doctors and scientists, and some are published and award-winning. Literally, these panels of doctors are educated in some of the best universities in the world, such as Harvard, John Hopkins, Yale. Many others work at some of the most famous medical clinics, such as UCSF or Mayo Clinic in the US, which is like some of the top hospitals in the US. And overseas, we have a few where they're just at the very top of the game, award-winning scientists and doctors. So we are very lucky to have them with us. Most of the time, it would take years to build an advisory board of this caliber, but all of them came on a voluntary basis. They don't get paid, but they love to come and see the science, promote the products, because they believe in it. They see the benefit of it. So it brings quite a credibility to our company. The science and technology, we focus on the 3 pillars of research and development. First is exploration, going out finding new, never been used before, never been known before, molecules and nutrients, and put in a process of curation, carefully formulating, where it also gets a maximum absorption and benefit in the product itself. So 3 products, for example, is so well put together, it's already recognized in our first year, last year, by authoritative publication called the PDR.net. It used to be known as the Physician's Desk Reference. That's a big book that all doctors in the US use to prescribe, to look up medication and maybe a few supplements. But it's trusted by all medical professionals, and now it's online, called the Prescriber's Digital Reference. So we are very fortunate within our first year, because of Dr. Dan's expertise and academia, that through research that we can put our products in there because it's well done. So all our products are backed by clinical studies, and these are some of them in cellular absorption, epigenetics, and superoxide. Because look, like I said, it's what you can absorb. Most supplements out there are nutraceutical. You're lucky to absorb 10%. If you go to some of the Whole Foods and Sprouts and health food stores, that's what you get off the shelf, very generic. And many of them are actually the same, just with a different label and packaging. Well, with 3, it's our own formulation and absorption. And we have a product that absorbs from 30% to up to 95 predicted absorbability using a test that's called Cacao-2 test, which is actually even a test that's such a standard that the FDA uses that, requires that test for anything that's submitted to them. So it's quite a clinical study that we have, and all these are available to you for you to share if that's what you want to do, for you to look at. So the epigenetics study is very interesting. For me, in 20 years in the industry, first of its kind, where it actually can show the benefit of the product, how it positively affects our genes to help us to have better support for example, blood sugar, cardiovascular health, weight loss, brain health, etc. So all that is in our clinical study. And superoxide is a very important study because nowadays, as we all get more and more stressed because of the pressure of society, well, we have a product that actually slows and helps support a healthier status, help ourselves to be a more homeostasis instead of oxidizing at a very rapid pace. And look, these are some of our simple six of products where with cutting edge technology has benefited thousands and thousands of people already around the world. Well, first, the Vitalite is we call it the nourisher because Vitalite is made out of omega-3, all natural vitamins grown from yeast and other ingredients, other blends. We have minerals, all the minerals and enzymes and even probiotics. It contains all the nutrients that you need in a single day that your body requires. But it doesn't have the calories, so you still have to eat. But it definitely, because of the absorption technology, through our clinical study, you can absorb the Vitalite up to 44%. That's like more than 4 times better than any multivitamin. And also because it's natural. One thing that I learned is there's a lot of vitamins and minerals out there, but a lot of synthetic things. Your body is designed to absorb natural phytonutrients, natural vitamins. So the next we have Revive. We call that the restorer. Well, Revive have amazing ingredients. They're carefully curated. One of the key ingredients is curcumin, which is known to help support healthy inflammation status. And look, like for me, I'm 55, I'll just say. And when you get to the 50s, you definitely get something called like a frozen shoulder. Well, for me, I had that 3 years ago. A lot of discomfort. I have trouble sleeping when it comes on. And I just noticed, you know what, after starting on the supplements and a Revive, it never came around to that severe. And if I did, the Revive really helped with the inflammation. And within a short time, the discomfort was much, much better. So the next one we have is Immune. Immune is, as the name say, it helps with immunity. So it has many ingredients in there to help support gut health. One of the things in there is nano silver, for example, which targets bacterial and viruses in your system that's unfriendly. Also, it has a special patent pending technology called quorum sensing, where actually it helps to slow down or prevent the communication between viruses and bacteria, which if they come together, it can cause you the sickness, right? So we have that technology patent pending in Immune. The Purify is a detoxifier. I mean, who doesn't need to get detox, right? Now, if you eat a lot out like me, well, this product is perfect. It gets rid of a lot of the bloat for most people. It detoxifies your skin, your liver, your lungs, your kidney, and the intestine. It's great. We all need that because the water that we drink, the air that we breathe, we already have issues dealing with that. So the Eternal, we call it the Rejuvenator, because Eternal has a tremendous 200 milligrams of resveratrol, which comes from the seed and skin of grapes, for example, or knotweed grass, etc., different forms. And resveratrol is known to, according to a Harvard published study, that it actually works on a set of genes that can slow aging if it's turned on by resveratrol. So we have it's a liquid, it's in liquid form, blueberry flavored. Also, it has a very powerful antioxidant called glutathione, which is the most powerful antioxidant you can get. I mean, your body makes it, but as we get older, we have less and less of it. And when you're stressed, you definitely need it. Aside from that, also the CoQ10, which is extremely good for the heart. And the Eternal, let me tell you, the predicted absorbability on that is 95% into your cells. That's why, actually, one of the reasons why we get such a bump in the epigenetic study of how it can help modulate certain genes that's responsible for healthy inflammation status, for example. I mean, it is very, very powerful. So, and the last product here is collagen, and we know that because our body needs collagen, and it's a very popular type of product. We have it in a liquid form, a very pure source from the northern seas of Europe. It's regularly tested, very pure, no heavy metal, nothing, no toxin, and it's also liposomal, so you can actually absorb it on a very high level versus a lot of powder products out there. When you have liposomes, it's actually curated in a way where the collagen is divided into unique pieces that's wrapped in the liposome so you can absorb it into your body very easily. And now I want to introduce our newest product, which was just launched a few weeks ago, called Visage. It's a super serum for the skin. So it's a cutting edge, world's first neurocosmetic. A few years ago, they found there's a connection between your skin and your brain. There are actually nerves in your skin that's exactly very similar to the neurons, the nerve cells that you have in your brain. So they talk and they think, well, you have those in your skin. Your skin actually has memory in a way. And the neurites is a superhighway directly to your brain. What they found is that if your skin is healthy and happy, your brain is more happy too. When your brain is happy, it secretes happy dopamine, and also serotonin to make your cells feel good. Like, for example, in the morning when you look in the mirror, you feel good about yourself, right? After you comb your hair, wash your face, shave, and you're out the door, that's a good feeling every morning. And that's what happens to your body, in a physiological level and a chemistry level. So it helps actually to make you feel good also. So that's the connection we have. And actually the Visage, the serum, has already 3 clinical studies to show that it can actually in a controlled environment, it can move the amount of dopamine and DHEA that is secreted into the body. It's tremendous. So and we also use newly discovered molecules in the creation process where moisturization is incredible. I've never felt a skincare or serum like that, So this is a very, very hot product because it's brand new. And some of you I know out there are still waiting to get it because you oversee. We already got it in North America. It's coming. So now from a business point of view, this is a turnkey business system. You could be one of the first group of people in the world to promote and share these amazing wellness guardians globally. And our business is very simple. What comes with the business is a robust, replicated website. You don't have to create it. It's already done for you. It's e-commerce ready, okay? To take money from around the world, and the company's ready to ship product around the world. You can keep track of that in your back office. And it's a very powerful, very thorough, with a lot of reporting in the back office to help you run the business. You don't have to create marketing tools because the company has a marketing department that creates content for you to share, such as videos and clips, and you can put it on wherever you want, or you can send a link to somebody, or you can put it on your social media, whatever you want. It's already done. And then we also have a training system and a supporting global community that regularly does global webinars to help you showcase this business. So on the financial reward side, it's pretty simple. First, we have retail commissions. That's at 25%, okay? You earn that, and then the company drop ships to somebody wherever they are in those 14 countries that we ship to. We have an introductory bonus for people who buy bigger packages. You earn the bonus from those packages. They can range from anywhere from $25 to $350 each time. Also, we have something called a commission override. Now, as we build the business, like any company that's in sale, it could be insurance and real estate. And in our case, we sell a market of wellness and the science and the products. Well, you get a chance to work with and build your own organization. And anytime, you work with them, of course, we support them and train them and show them and, guide them. You get a piece, you get to override a piece of whatever they do also. So it's not only you, but you can override them also. Now, if you help them become successful and earn more commission, you have a chance to match their commission, and the match anywhere from 5, 10, 15, 20 to 30%. Okay. So it is very lucrative. Okay. And but here's the kicker. It doesn't matter where they are in the world. It's not like you're in the US, you can only build US. If you're in US, you can build in, I don't know, Hong Kong, you can build in Japan, you can build in Thailand or Vietnam or Australia, New Zealand, Canada, wherever. So it's a global seamless platform. And also, if you get to one of the top director level and up, you get to be qualified to earn a global bonus pool. That's when the company splits a percentage of global sales every week. Now, we also have something called a global founder pool right now for limited time, where people have a chance to become a founder of the company. These are limited number position, where you can actually also split 2% of global sales, commissionable sales volume. So it's very lucrative, and it's a global compensation plan. Now, so at this time, how to participate. There's two options. You could be a retail customer, use the product, or you can become a business builder. And with such, you can buy whatever product to start as a brand ambassador. It's $30, and you get that website e-commerce enabled. You get all the marketing material, etc., all downloadable. You can print it yourself or send it on a link. It's all ready for you. All the videos that can help you build a business is all ready to go. Next, all you have to do, you can choose an optional package anywhere from $200 to $2,800. Now, these actually are discounted from wholesale price, because that's what you get as a brand ambassador, anywhere from 5 to 30% discount from the wholesale price. And I was doing some calculation. The founder pack that we have, and for a limited time, it's actually there's a lot of free product included. If you include all the products, it's actually 30% discounted from the wholesale price. So that is the best deal. Look, if you want to buy a wellness for you, your spouse, and your family, that's the pack to get. And also, the more product you have, you can share, you can sell it, you can do whatever. But definitely, people want to try it when you share it with them. You have to use it and share with them your experience. So, this in a nutshell is the opportunity. It is something that is blazing around the world at the speed of thought, because that's what the internet does. And today, at the same time, we have some amazing individuals that today happen to be all from the US, but all over the US, from north, south, east, and west. I'd like to welcome all of them come to share with you their story, where they come from, and why they're in three. And we have three beautiful ladies, and I know they're all using the Visage and the collagen and all the products. So, but so we want to make sure that you get to know who is in the business, because that's one of the most important things you can do if you want to be a part of something. So let's first welcome amazing lady. I met her. I've traveled with her all over the world, and she happened to be based in St. Louis. Please welcome Tina Williams. Hi, Tina. How are you today?
Hey, Samson, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on this call. Yes, and traveling all over Asia was a blast with you. The best food I've ever had. Anyway.
Oh, I know, right? I know.
Yeah.
I like I say, you know what? The people over there is pretty much the same as over here. It might be different food, different culture, but they all want the same thing. But today, maybe you can share with him your background. I mean, you have a very impressive education and professional background, and also, your story with three is very inspiring.
Well, thank you. I'm a retired nurse. I actually worked at Johns Hopkins as a bone marrow transplant nurse many years ago. It's where I met my husband, Dr. Fred, who's a gastroenterologist. And, together, we have always believed in the power of food or nutrition. And we've believed in the need to supplement, because we know how terrible our soil is and how just depleted our food source is. So we've always been interested in supplementation and really quality foods. But it became really apparent 15 years ago when I had cancer. And after I had had a bilateral mastectomy and chemotherapy, reconstruction, a hysterectomy, The doctors were like, well, you're good now. And I was like, but I'm not good. I was so completely depleted, and I was only 47 at the time, and I could barely function. And so we really dove deep into the supplement world to really rebuild my health. And we were with another company for a long time that we thought had great products until we learned about Dr. Dan and advanced absorption technology, and we were all in. I mean, we were blown away by the science in the products, and as healthcare people, we were all about the science. So then I got the products in my body, and within 5 days, I felt such an amazing difference. My energy was greatly improved, which shocked me because, again, we thought we were already using really good supplements, but we felt a remarkable difference. I had struggled with gut issues for years, probably since the chemotherapy. And much to my husband's frustration, he would treat me, but the symptoms always came back. I always struggled with abdominal pain, gassiness, bloating, and just general stomach discomfort. And literally 2 or 3 weeks into the products, I said to my husband, you're not going to believe this, but my symptoms are gone. And I have had no return of symptoms since I've been on the products. And again, probably due to the quorum sensing in our immune. And then, I mean, it's almost like I noticed things that I had learned to live with, like the shoulder pain from an old tennis injury that suddenly was gone. And so because the products gave us such great results, sharing them with people became just natural. So our business grew kind of organically. But like my husband and I love the fact that this is a business we can do together. We feel like we can impact health more than we ever did as healthcare workers. And now that we're in the retirement or the early retirement years, we love the fact that this is a way to supplement our retirement. We support several philanthropies that we feel really strongly for. So I'm a big believer in make more, earn more, but make sure you give more. So this just checks all those boxes. Help people get healthy, help people earn more money. And people are looking for money. Our economy right now is a mess. Yeah. So it checks all those boxes. So I feel really blessed to have landed here.
Wow. You know, Tina, that's very inspiring. I mean, from your health, from your background, from your health, the recognition and your testimony on the product and how you see it. It's a perfect fit. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. I mean, I look forward to our next travel together.
Or
I come visit you in St. Louis, okay?
Yes, all of the above.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank
well,
you.
Next we have somebody amazing. She's very successful in her professional career. We're very happy to have her share today. Please welcome MayLing Chan from Minneapolis. Hi, MayLing.
Hi, Samson. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very honored to be able to share the stage with you, if you will. And wow, that was just an amazing testimonial. Tina, thank you. Awesome. So I am from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm a Minnesota native and lived here all my life. Just to share a little bit about my background. Many years ago, I was introduced to this industry when my son was a baby. And I was looking for something that I could do. I wanted to stay home. It was really important for me to stay home with my son at the time when he was a baby. And so I was introduced to this industry. And wow, I fell in love with the industry and really had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, absolutely. I loved it. And it was great because I was able to stay home with my son when he was little. So fast forward about 25 years, I found myself actually working in corporate America. And I worked in corporate America for about a good 20 years. And it was good. It was fine. I had some fun. I was in financial services. So that was an interesting industry, very sales oriented. I was a financial advisor for a while. And then I switched to actually working directly with financial advisors. And I would coach them around their marketing and client acquisition. So that was fun. And I was able to help them build their business, which I enjoyed. At the same time, I wasn't building anything for myself. And this industry, I felt like the universe was kind of knocking on my door for many years. And I knew I always wanted to go back to this industry. So, but I kept working, and I was working so hard. It was a very, very demanding job. I ended up having to leave because of health reasons. So I had to literally stop working for about a year just to kind of get my health back.
Wow.
And lo and behold, I was introduced to this company, to 3. And I was looking again. I thought, I really want to get back into the industry. I was looking for something. And I actually asked a mentor, I said, what would you do if you were looking for a company in this industry? What would you look for? And he shared a little bit, with me about it. And honestly, within a couple of months, I was introduced to 3. And when I first found out about 3, there wasn't a lot of information available at first, but there was something about it that just drew me in. And I'm very, very particular about what company I would affiliate with, because the products have to be top notch. And the people, the leadership, it has to be really, that's really important to me, the quality and the integrity of the leadership. So, so I joined 3. I was amazed, and I feel like I continue to be amazed at the level of integrity and the leadership in this company. It's amazing. The business opportunity is second to none. And these products have made a huge, huge difference in my health. Absolutely. So I'm here to stay. I really look forward to building this business, and I look very forward to a future with 3. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, MayLing. And thank you for your endorsement and your story, because, you're somebody who's already been working out there with professionals for many years, coaching, even, from one yourself to coaching them. The most people, the people that make the most money are the people that are coaches and teachers in our industry, because it is about helping the community. So, I look forward to your next level of success. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of 3. That's terrific.
Thank you.
And now today, to bring in for a landing, we have an amazing lady, and I met her actually not too long, but she's such a light. Every time I talk to her, and she has this glow about her, always smiling, and she's one of the up and coming top leaders in 3. She's doing really well. Her and her team really has a momentum. Please welcome to the Zoom, Kimberly Starr from Chicago, Illinois. Hello, Kimberly.
Hi, Samson. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. Now I have to live up to it, but part of it is Visage. And I truly am so excited to be on here, because this is the answer to my prayer. I started back in the day. I went to college, Purdue, became an engineer, did the corporate thing for about 15 years, traveled, but not to any of the places I wanted to visit in that industry. And so anyway, I did all of that. And then some things happened in my life. My parents both passed away suddenly, within a couple of months, overnight. And so at that point in time, health and wellness has always been huge for me. I always started eating organic and healthy, taking supplements and vitamins. But during that time, I also knew I survived 4 downsizings with this big oil company, number 3 in the world. And I just knew it was only a matter of time before it was my number was up. And so I always wanted to own my own business of some kind, but I didn't want to do all the work, and I didn't have a product. And so one day I went for coffee, thinking about what am I going to do for the rest of my life? And I was only 35. And I met somebody who is a phenomenal leader in this industry, Christine Peterson. And she told me about the Pink Company. Now, that was not exactly what I had in mind. But when she told me that there's leadership, building people, helping women develop their own careers, and not to depend on corporate America or other people for their futures, I thought, well, why not? I never knew anybody in corporate who said, here, let me help you go up the ladder and be successful. And so anyhow, I decided to give it a try. And I was with this company for over 25 years. Traveled the world, loved it. And then all of a sudden they said I had to retire. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I am just getting going. I had a beautiful organization in downtown Chicago and all over the US. We used to produce over $5 million a year, and I was not ready to go off into the sunset. And so, anyhow, 3 days after I retired, a friend of mine called and said, a new business is forming in this industry. And she said, my old mentor or my young mentor was in this business as well. And I didn't even know what the name of it was. Nobody had the name of the products. I just knew it was in a health and wellness business. But because of the leadership and because of my experience in this other platform, I knew this was the only way for me to go. Because it's a people business, helping empower other women is what I used to do. Now it's women and men, better. And so I decided to give it a try in the pre-phase and never looked back ever. It was the most astonishing company, cutting edge technology, beautiful products, and meeting you, Samson, and all the other ladies, MayLing and Tina, and all the other leaders in this company, and working with my mentor from before has made the biggest difference in my life. And now we are just going to continue to go globally. I have people in China now. I'm getting so excited, and I'm just truly thrilled. Thank you for having this phenomenal business for us. This is the way for anybody who wants to own their own business and live the quality life we always dreamed of.
You know, Kimberly, we're honored to have you to be a part of 3. You know, you are one of the industry leaders out there, and thank you for coming to 3. You're such a light to everybody, and congratulations on your success. You know, looking forward to the next level. Okay,
yes.
next level. So soon you'll be on one of those what we call 6-star trips, right?
Absolutely.
You know, because we didn't tell the folks out there. By the way, you know, look, if you do well, you get free trips. So for our 6-star this year, you know, people who are, they go, you know, 6-star is up there with the top ranks, but they go on a Ritz-Carlton cruise in the Caribbean. This year, people are qualifying for next year, going to France, south of France, and Monaco. Yeah, okay.
That's my style.
Yeah, I don't have to watch those fancy cars on YouTube anymore. I can actually see it with my own eyes in person. But thank you, everybody. And look, folks, look, today you have some of the best in people and also successes on the Zoom with you. And we're very lucky to have them. And this is a community we're trying to build. Really, there's such a big need out there for health and wellness, number one, but also financially, there's a lot of people in need, and we can change them. I mean, you're here, you know, and all these ladies here, they're professionals, and I've been a business owner for so many years. We're here to help you. So I would say get back with the person who put you on the Zoom, get your questions out of the way, get started with us, because you know what, tomorrow we're going to have Empowerment Tuesday. I think tomorrow we're going to talk about making money. It'll be beautiful. So thank you very much. Thank you to all our beautiful panelists. And we'll see everybody next week on same time, same place, another opportunity showcase. Thank you, everybody.